everyone, and welcome to this JobBOSS Tech Tip Tuesday video. Today we're going to talk about how we can take a crystal report that we create from scratch and add it to JobBOSS so others are able to view it. Now, in order to get this set up correctly, the first thing we have to know is where we need to save our crystal report. The first thing to note is that the crystal report needs to be saved on the server. Alright, don't save it to your computer because then nobody will be able to see it, only you will, and that defeats the purpose. And so you can see here on the screen the file path that we need to follow to get to the user-defined report on the server. Now again, either you need to be physically on the computer as to where your server is located, or you have to file path or network in to get to your server. Make sure to work with your IT team to get that taken care of. Once you are networked to your server, you just on the server want to go to the C drive, Program Data, JobBOSS, JobBOSS Server, Reporting, and then User Defined. This is where we want to save the report, and this is where JobBOSS is going to expect to look for the report all the time. Once we've saved the report in the correct place, I want to point out another very important file that needs to be in the user-defined folder. And that is this file called the ud_report.html. Basically what this file does is it just helps JobBOSS open up a crystal report. That's in simple layman's terms. So where do we find this file? If I don't have this file in the user-defined folder, where do I find it? How do I get it? Well, it's basically located back one step in the reporting folder. So I'm going to go back up one level in my folder structure to the reporting folder, and if I scroll all the way to the bottom, we'll see that file, ud_report.html. Now keep in mind you don't want to remove it from the reporting folder, or none of the reports that we gave you are going to open. So all you need to do is right-click on this file, and then you want to choose Copy. Alright, we want to copy it. Now we can scroll back up to the top of the list where we can go to our user-defined folder. And then once in the user-defined folder, we can right-click and go ahead and paste it. Now I already have it here, so I'm not going to do that, but that's the next step you need to do. If you don't do that, then your report will not open, because basically this is needed for JobBOSS to be able to open up a crystal report. Now once you've saved the report in the right place here, the user-defined folder, and once you've added this ud_report.html, the next step is to get it attached to JobBOSS. So let's go ahead and go into JobBOSS and take a look at where we do this. The first thing we need to do is under the JobBOSS Explorer, we need to go to the Reports tab. And just to show you for right now that it's not here yet, I'm going to put this report in the System Administration folder. So when I expand the System Administration folder, you don't see any new reports here than what already you get with JobBOSS. Our new report is going to appear at the bottom of the list. So to get started, we need to go to this user-defined button, and then we need to choose what folder we want to put this into. Now you'll see the same exact folder structure here under this available reports. There is an extra folder called user-defined. If you don't select a folder to put this new report in, what it's going to do is create a user-defined folder under the Reports tab, and then it will put the report in that folder. It's kind of like a catch-all, a generic folder for all those that are not assigned to an actual folder above. Now this makes sense since all of my customer data is in System Administration to put it there. Now before I go too far, Let's go ahead and take a look at the report to see why I decided to put it there. We can see this report consists of customer data like the customer ID, the name, and the status of each customer. So it's strictly customer information. So that's why in JobBOSS it makes sense for me to put it in System Administration. So I'm going to select System Administration and then click the plus sign in this pop-up. Now there's 3 fields here we have to fill in. All right, well, at least 2. All right, the third one, the description, is helpful. The first one is the report name here under the General tab. The report name needs to match exactly how you saved this report. So when I come back to the report here, we can see the name of the report is Customer, then space, then Statuses, and Customer and Statuses is capitalized. It has to match that exactly, or the report will not open up. You do not need to put in .rpt, so just the name itself, not the file extension. All right, so I'm going to go back to JobBOSS here, and I'm going to type in this field, Customer space Statuses, and that's exactly what it looks like on the report. The next field down is report type, and what I need to do is change this to Crystal. What that means is that it was a blank report that I started from scratch, and so it's a Crystal report. All right, and then the description. The description is what's going to appear down below here. Now again, the description can be helpful if people want to know what this report is about. So I'm just going to put here list of customers and their statuses, something like that. And then one thing I do is I always put the initials, my initials, since I created the report, at the end of the description. The reason for this is it works out well that if there's a change that needs to happen to this report, I now know who to go to because I know those initials. All right, so that's why I like to put the initials on the end there. Once you've filled in those 3 fields, that's all you need to do. So I'm just going to hit my Save button up here to save my data, and I can now close out of the window. Now, every time you hit close in this window, whether you made a change or not, you're going to see this information window. And basically what this information window is just saying is that in this session of JobBOSS that I have open right now, when I close out of this window, I'll be able to see the report listed here and open it up to make sure it works. Nobody else will be able to see it. And then once I close out of this JobBOSS session, I won't see it either. So what that means is that somebody's got to go into security administration and give access to the people that need to be able to see this report. So that's what this message says. So let's click OK. And now if I open up the folder for System Administration, we'll be able to see our new report here, Customer Statuses. When I click on it, here's my report opening up in JobBOSS. And that's how easy it is to add a report that you create from scratch in Crystal to JobBOSS. All right, I hope you found this helpful. Thank you again for watching. Have a great rest of your day. And please keep in mind that we do have lots of different Crystal classes that you can take, actually 4 of them, to learn more about how you can create your own Crystal reports and modify the JobBOSS reports that we give you. So on that note, again, thank you for watching. Have a great rest of your day, and be looking forward to your next Tech Tip Tuesday coming out as to how you can use JobBOSS uniquely. On that note, again, thank you and take care.